I was adopted by an American citizen in Panama. He married my mother, and we moved to Brooklyn, New York. I've been here since 1 year old, and this country has been my whole life. My name is Jose Molina. I'm a legal permanent resident. It was early in the morning, like 6 in the morning or so. There was a knock on my door. They told my wife they were police. They went through my personal belongings, looking for my ID. All this time, my wife is screaming and crying. My kids woke up crying. They told me that they were immigration enforcement and that I'm being deported for the crime that I committed in '96, which at that time was like 18 years ago. My childhood was really rough. I lived in the bad neighborhood. I had a stepfather who was abusive and beat on me a lot. I tried to stay away from, from all the violence, where it was just really hard. I got bullied a lot, to the point where I committed a mistake, an assault to somebody in self-defense that cost me 3.5 years in prison. I was released in the end of '99. I got married, I started a family. I made something of my life. I'm a city employee working for the New York City Parks and Recreation. For me, this was really big. I'm like, okay, with this agency I can grow, I could become more professional. It gave me a sense of pride, like it's a city job. I always wanted my kids to feel important about who their dad is and what their dad does. My children looking at me in that light as a professional for the city, it's a great feeling. When ICE came to my door, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, but I'm a permanent resident. I'm not undocumented. They handcuffed me in my home, and they took me to 26 Federal Plaza. I learned that if you commit a crime as a permanent resident, you're set for deportation. To my understanding, when I committed that crime back in '96, I was supposed to be deported at that time. And then 18 years later, I said, okay, now we're gonna deport you for this crime. I was taken to a detention center. They put you through the system like if you was a regular inmate. Orange jumpsuit, they put you in a cell, 2 metal bunks in a cell. You have a mattress, it's just a foam padding. You use your towel or your shirt, roll it up as a ball for a pillow. It's horrible. Going through this process, not knowing what was gonna happen, I still had to stay strong. I'm a husband, I'm a father. Life is still going. My kids still have to go to school. It was really difficult. When my kids saw this happening to me, I think they felt like they couldn't do anything to help me. My daughter wants to be a lawyer, and my son wants to get into law enforcement. It just hurts me that they chose those, I think, because they felt like they couldn't do nothing for me, Those are good careers. So I'm glad that it kind of motivated them for that, But I didn't want that kind of motivation, But if it ends out good and they become successful people and good people, that make me happy. To this day, I still think I'm a more American citizen than anybody. I don't feel I'm a permanent resident. I feel I'm an American citizen.